Well, my reflection is that it's a gorgeous day here in Jamestown. Just spoke with Teterboro. The plane is in place, awaiting the arrival of the royal party. Everything is on schedule. We expect them here at about 11:45, and it's going to be a great day. As you know, this is the 100th anniversary of the Norden Club. 100 years old, and the King was accepted into membership, and he accepted membership in the Norden Club when he visited in 1976. So the King is coming to his club's meeting today to help us celebrate.
And bring along the Queen.
And bringing his lovely wife. How awesome is that?
All I can say, Greg, is that we are very fortunate to have the lovely royal couple here today.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's a great honor for them to come here, and it took a lot of effort by a lot of different people, Kurt Westrom and Hans Bergstrom and the board of directors of the Norden Club, and it's really terrific that we get the King and Queen and the ambassador and Mrs. Hafstrom to come to our area, and as you can see, we've caused a great deal of excitement in our community.
Welcome to the Jamestown.
It is a great honor for me to introduce His Majesty Carl XVI Gustaf, the King of Sweden, and Her Majesty Sylvia, the Queen of Sweden, to the Board of Directors of the Norden Club. We're extremely happy that the royal couple could be here to celebrate with us our 100-års jubileum. We welcome you with open arms. In 1957, I proposed marriage to Miles. We had it all set for a wedding date, but I found out that because I was underage, I had to have permission from the King to marry. My 21st birthday. My 21st birthday was about 2 weeks after the planned wedding date. Anyway, I wrote the King, your farfar, and he granted permission. I'm very happy to inform you that I have been happily married for 54 years with my lovely bride. Thanks to the permission granted by your farfar. As you can see, we have a table prepared with food and drinks. So, varsågod, please enjoy.
Majesties, Ambassador and Mrs. Hofstrom, fellow members and guests, it is my great privilege today to announce to you that we are now able to honor two of our own. The Order of the Royal Star is an honor which is only awarded to foreigners and members of the royal family. It's in recognition of their efforts and activities within their Swedish community. At this time, I would like to ask L. Durand Peterson and Donald K. Sandy to come forward. Don Sandy has been the driving force behind the Scandinavian Folk Festival. Thanks to his initiative, his perseverance, and hard work, thousands of people gather here in Jamestown every summer to celebrate Midsummer, to sample Swedish food, to listen to Swedish music, and enjoy Swedish culture. Don has kept traditional folk music alive, not only as a very accomplished accordionist and leader of Svenska Spelman, but also by bringing folk musicians, choirs, and other cultural icons from Sweden to participate in the festival every summer. Durand Peterson is an old hand in the Swedish-American community in Jamestown. He was one of the founders of the Scandinavian Studies program and is still chairman of that program. He has worked tirelessly to carry on our Swedish traditions over to the next generations. Durand was a director of the Swedish Council of America for many years and was a very dynamic force within that organization. Both of you have been very active in fundraising, promoting, and supporting not only the Scandinavian Folk Festival, but also the Swedish Council, the Norden Club, and other Swedish community organizations. For many years, you have been very loyal and important friends in your efforts to develop and strengthen relations between Sweden and the United States. You have no idea how it delights me to say this next sentence. It is my great pleasure to ask His Majesty Carl XVI Gustaf to bestow upon each of you the insignia of Officer First Class of the Royal Order of the North Star.
Wow.
Attaboy, Pete.
Oh, Kurt. I'll tell you what, this is a surprise.
At this time, I'd like to introduce King Carl of Sweden and His Majesty Sylvia to the festivities. And at this time, if everybody would stand and give them a warm welcome, please.
As current president of the Norden Club and from the greater Swedish community in Jamestown, New York, it is with a grateful heart that I welcome all of you to the 100th Årsjubileum our 100th anniversary celebration on this 22nd day of October, 2011. On behalf of our members, I cannot express to you enough how excited we are that the King and Queen of Sweden have accepted our invitation to celebrate this momentous occasion with us today. King Carl was named an honorary member of the Norden Club of Jamestown some 35 years ago during his last visit to Jamestown, a visit that is still fondly remembered by many of you here today. King Carl, if you have been wondering what you looked like back in 1976, here is the front page that followed his visit, dated April 26, 1976, when so many of you lined the streets of Jamestown en route to Chandler's Valley, Pennsylvania. To be perfectly honest, we really don't feel that King Carl has been absent from us. At the beginning of every Norden Club event, we raise our glasses in a hearty skål to His Majesty, the King of Sweden. Today we feel a special joy in being able to offer a toast directly to and in the presence of King Carl XVI Gustaf himself. What an honor indeed.
The purpose of the celebration is to honor the 100th anniversary of the Norden Club, but is also to recognize and reaffirm the friendship that exists between our two countries. It's a bond that's built out of 4 million plus Swedish Americans who have been leading leaders in America who've helped this country grow. And your presence here today has only solidified that bond, and thank you for your kindness. Skål.
The President of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama.
Your Majesties, Välkommen till Jamestown and the Norden Club. We have no words that can really express our feelings with your being here today. To take your time, your valuable time out of your schedules to come here to be with us. In 1976, when you were here, you said Jamestown was a place to come back to. And I am so thankful, and we are so thankful, that you picked this day to choose to come back to Jamestown and be with us for this 100 års jubileum for the Norden Club. Thank you so much. We have been waiting 100 years for this day. And I've been waiting to say that for a long time. 100 years. This begins the next 100 years of the Norden Club also, here today. I would like to ask all the gentlemen of the Norden Club to stand and raise your glasses. I want to propose one final toast. Gentlemen, while we as Swedish Americans know that we owe our allegiance to our flag, our president, and our Constitution, we also know that as Swedish Americans, in this little corner of Sweden, in Western New York, in our hearts, you, Your Majesty, will always be our king. To our king, skål! Hjärtligt tack. Thank you very much.
Your Majesty, as president of the Jamestown Norden Club in the year 2011, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to give you this replica gavel as a gift from the Jamestown Norden Club, as a commemoration of your appearance here at our 100th anniversary celebration. Please take this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So, dear fellow members of the Norden Club, and also a few dear guests, I think I said something similar like Jamestown is a place to return to when I was here 1976, and well, here I am. So of course the Queen and I feel deeply honored by your very warm welcome here, and it was a fantastic reception and wonderful children dances, and even the Queen couldn't resist take a little dance too. You and your ancestors have honored the old country with what you stand for and have achieved here in this country. In the charter of the Norden Club, there is a declaration of purpose. One of the themes is to show the stellar quality of the best of our nationality. And I must say, this you have certainly done with a great effort. I am also impressed and proud of what you and your ancestors have achieved in this country throughout the years. The story of the Swedes in Jamestown is a history of, I would say, entrepreneurship, creating the center of American furniture industry, and also a number of different companies in all different branches. It is also a story of civic responsibility, leading Jamestown into the modern era via strong involvement, building for the future in infrastructure and education. And this has also manifested itself in, I would understand, in churches and important social projects. The Swedes of Jamestown have shown how you can adopt to a new country, show loyalty, dedication and effort, while still maintaining pride in your culture of your background. What I have read in the saga from the hills about the Swedes in Jamestown is well, has impressed me. The dreams of those leaving Sweden for America became reality, but without mobilizing everything from the culture background of hard work, creativity, and craftsmanship. That spring of 1976, when I visited Jamestown for the first time, was a very special period in my life, since I just some months later married my queen on a memorable summer day in Stockholm. Of course, therefore, it means a lot to me to be here in Jamestown, this time together with Queen Silvia. Years pass and new generations are born. Your pride in what previous generations have achieved and what they have given you of strong values is, as I would say, as, as an inspiration to me. So I congratulate the Norden Club to its first 100 years and the many dedicated individuals and organizations who keep the Swedish heritage alive. I compliment you for furthering this heritage also into the future, for new generations to know, to understand, and to have a, what shall I say, a anchoring in life. It is their obligation in Sweden to say tack. Thank you for the meal. I gladly do so for this very nice and sympathetic lunch. But more than that, I wish from my heart and from the Queen to say tack for the way in which you and your ancestors have represented Sweden in America. Thank you also for inviting us to be part of this great celebration of that saga. Thank you and good luck.
At this time, the Norden Club, assisted by His Majesty King Carl, would like to make a special presentation to 5 people, 4 individuals, and 1 couple, for their longtime commitment and dedication to the Swedish organizations that they represent. In knowing all of them, it is obvious that preserving their Swedish heritage and continuing the Swedish customs have been very important to them, both within their families and their many hours of volunteering. I would like to ask the 5 of them to come forward as I introduce you, and I would like you to take your place against this wall here as I introduce you. The first one, Juanita Toots Porter, Norman Owen, please hold your applause, Donna Johnson, and Edwin and Donna Sandberg.
Eders Majestäter, välkommen. Hjärtligt välkommen till Jamestown. Eva Hafström, välkommen. Johan, välkommen tillbaka. Så trevligt att träffa dig igen. Och till er alla, välkommen åter. Men jag tycker att vi ska sjunga. Ska vi sjunga? Ska vi sjunga? Ska du hjälpa mig? Okay. We're gonna sing? You guys ready? Okay. Of course, we have to do a couple of drinking songs before we close this. I'm a little scratchy here, but let's start with Helan Gård. Everybody know that song? Okay? You ready? Let's find a picture. Hey, Helan Gård, hung hopp la 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 le. Helan Gård, hung hopp la 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 le. Och de som inte Helan tar, de heller inte halvan på. Helan Gård. Now this is where you take the glass and you drink it down. Okay? Okay, vi har en till också som vi tycker om. And another one that we really like. And my whole family's over there, they all know this song. So we're going to sing this one. We have to get the right pitch again, okay? So everybody ready? We start with vi. Everybody, vi skålar för våra vänner, vi skålar för dem vi känner, och de som vi inte känner, de skiter vi i. Skål och tusen tack. Och vi hoppas vi träffas igen.
In closing, this has truly been a memorable event as we have gathered together to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Norden Club. I would like to again thank His Majesty King Carl XVI Gustaf, King of Sweden, Her Majesty Queen Sylvia, Queen of Sweden, His Excellency Jonas Hofström and his wife Eva for their presence here today. You will never know how much your being here has meant to all of us. To all members and guests, I know that you will agree with me when I say that we have been truly blessed by these festivities. Each one of you will take away your own personal memory of this historic day. I would ask you to take that memory and place it in your heart and remember it forever. And remember that those memories can never be taken away. Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your day and God bless. I would ask you to rise as the Majesty's exit. Thank you.
This was as big an honor and as successful a day as we could imagine. As we couldn't have done it better, they couldn't have done it better. Everybody had a good time. The King and Queen looked like they enjoyed it. Everybody did well. What a committee, what a party. Thanks, Greg.
Congratulations.